guys, and today is going to be a quick but informative video on how to stay warm in your Japanese apartment or house in the winter. There is somebody outside arguing vehemently. I can't speak English. Anyway, so my last video that I did was about winterizing your Japanese house, right? Keeping your, ooh, you can't see my eyes. Let's go back to the other room. Okay, so it was about buying the things you need to keep to be warm in your house in Japan in the winter. That wasn't enough. I get cold, and when I'm in my house and I'm cold, I get cranky because I don't want to be cold in my house. So I was going to buy a space heater. We all know space heaters. Space heaters are nice. They're nice, but they don't heat up the room. They just heat up the space in front of it, basically. I have a small space heater from my old apartment because Shota did not like using the heater function of the air conditioning unit. So I had to try to hold out with just that, but I turned on the heater anyway. I was not playing. So, but when we moved here, I realized a very sad thing. Okay, we got these very nice retro AC units, but the thing is, there is no heating function. This is just for cooling your apartment, drying it. I don't even know what that is. A circulator, I guess circulating the air, but it doesn't have a heating function. And that's when I realized that I would have to get serious about staying warm. Like, the space heater is not gonna cut it. The kotatsu is not gonna cut it. The very warm, very comfortable carpet was not gonna cut it. And I also realized I had this weird outlet in my walls on both floors. It's a gas outlet. Gas comes through it. But when you look at it, you first have to turn it off. When you turn it off, push the button. This is a normal outlet. This is the mystery outlet. Normal, mystery. Normal, mystery. And then you open it. It's like a gas thinger for gas. Gas mark. That's the gas mark. So I realized I can pump gas through my house. That's kind of cool. And then I realized, okay, this must be for a heater function. I don't know what in my head made me think that it must be for a heater function, having never seen one before. But I guess I remembered in Shota's house in the countryside, they actually have gasoline powered heaters. And I assumed this must serve the same function. It's a heater that you use gas to heat up your house with. So I did a little Amazon search for just gas heater because I didn't know really what else. I put in gas heater and I also put in toshi, the kanji toshi, which it means city. So in the city versus the countryside, because in the countryside you will have to buy gasoline. This heater, however, this city gas heater, you just plug it into your wall and it's so good. Oh my gosh. So I got that bad boy a day after looking up information. I was very desperate. I was very cold and I needed to know that I was gonna survive the winter in this place. So I ordered it. It arrived. I ordered it on Amazon Prime because I don't like going out shopping. It came in a day or two later. I wasn't at home to pick it up the first time. But here it is. You can ignore my messy room in the background, but this is the gas heater. So it looks very tiny, and I was worried that at this size it was not going to be able to heat up the rooms well enough. But it is so much faster at heating up and sustains the room heat so much better than the space heater. So for this heater, it's very basic. This was like less than $100. I think it was used. I bought it used on Amazon from Osaka Gas. Actually, I didn't buy it from Osaka Gas. I bought it from a small, very local electronic shop that sold used electronics. It's made by Osaka Gas. I live in Osaka, so this one is made by Osaka Gas. On Amazon, you will also find some from Tokyo Gas. And I don't know how it works outside of those two cities, but I would assume your gas, if you're in the Kansai area, it's provided by Osaka Gas. If you're in the Kanto area, it's probably provided by Tokyo Gas. And then maybe hopefully other cities have their own gas function. So I didn't want to take any chances by buying a system that was made by Tokyo Gas and then have it not be compatible. So I bought one that was made from Osaka Gas, sorry. So it was definitely gonna work. But it only comes with this unit when you buy it. You only get this unit and this power cable. It does not come with the actual gas cable, the gas cord. This gas cord attaches to the back of the unit, and then it pumps in the gas in here, and the heat comes out in the front. But this cable, mine is 3 meters long. The nozzle is different. Actually, I'm supposed to close this because if you let air go in, it takes longer for it to heat up. This is how the nozzle looks. It's different from what goes into your, if you have a gas stove, it's different from that gas nozzle. So you have to make sure you get the right nozzle. And then you just pop it in and it works and it heats up your room. There are a few things you have to be careful of. Look, it's me. There are a few things you have to be careful of when using the gas heater, especially a thing called gas more, which is gas leaking. If you have a gas leak, that is not good because, you know, everything can go boom. So you have to be very careful. Luckily, my gas outlet thinger has a stop function, so it stops gas from coming out if you have it on the stop button. You can see they have the kanji stop. This means open, and this, when you plug it in, this button pops out so that you know it's securely plugged in and no gas is going to leak out. So you take your nozzle, you plug it in, this pops out, and when you're ready to take it out, you just push this button and it pops it back out. So this is a pretty nice way to make sure that there's no gas leaking from here. But sometimes if you've just finished using it and you pull it out, you can smell gas. So in that case, you just want to open the windows and get rid of the gassy smell before you light anything with fire. Please do that. The cable by itself was, I think, 3,000 yen. About 3,000 yen for a 3-meter cable, which I'm so glad I did because it barely reaches across from the outlet to this room, which is where my computer stuff is. You can get, I think they have longer cables, but of course they will cost you much more. The gas heater itself was about 9,000 yen. Doesn't include shipping because I have Prime account, so no wait, maybe I did have to pay for shipping because this was not shipped by Amazon, it was shipped by a separate shop. So I think I did have to pay for shipping. It was probably like 600 yen or something. It arrived in its original box. It had the instruction booklet. The instruction booklet will tell you exactly how your gas heater works. It's probably going to be similar to the one I have. Not all gas heaters are made by the gas companies. Some are made by electronics companies. I don't know how the quality of those run, but I would suggest that you just read the reviews on Amazon. The reviews on Amazon are pretty good. They seem to present a pretty accurate representation of the product. So yeah, the biggest thing you want to be careful of when you use the gas heater is that because you're using gas to heat your room, there is a chance you can get, I think, carbon monoxide gas poisoning. I think it's carbon monoxide poisoning. So for the gas heaters, you have to make sure that you open the window it says every 2 hours online, but I would do it every hour or so. Just open the windows for like 5 or 10 minutes. Let some of that air you know, exchange some of the air outside with your indoor air. Sometimes you can smell the gas. If you can smell the gas, you definitely need to open your window and exchange some of that air. But yeah, for the most part, you just have to be be aware that you need to open the window sometimes. A friend asked me if it gets really cold when you open the windows. Actually, I haven't noticed a drop in the room temperature so much, even with the windows open, and I have big windows, as you can see. And I usually open it all the way for about 5 minutes just to get all that gassy air out and get some clean air back in. But if I'm sitting in front of the heater, as you can see, the heater is usually like in front. I usually kind of have it set up like this, so it's like just heating in this general direction. And even with the windows open, I don't notice a real drop in temperature. I still feel very cozy. Sometimes I use it in there. I usually get ready in there in the morning because this has a morning timer. Can you see it? There it is. There's a morning timer and a sleep timer, so you can set it to turn on in the morning or you can set it to go off at night. The morning timer is just you set how many hours later you want it to turn on, but if you unplug it from the power outlet, it's gonna reset everything, so you have to do it again. If you don't unplug it, you can just tap it and it will save whatever time you have set the previous time you used it. It also has an eco mode, which is, it kind of doesn't use as much energy. That's what the eco mode, which is eco, which means eco. The eco mode usually does try to save you a little money by not using as much energy. I hope it means gas and electrical energy, because you do have to plug it in electricity and you do have to use gas. Price wise, it's comparative. Price wise, it's almost as much as I was gonna pay for the bigger space heater that I was considering to buy this winter. The space heater that I was going to get was going to be a tall type, a standing type. That was supposed, it didn't really say how big a space it could heat up, but space heaters don't really heat up that much. They don't really heat up a room, just the space in front of it. So I was kind of aware that that would be the case. While this heats up the room and it tries to keep the room warm. Also, when you're looking for gas heaters, it'll tell you the type of space it can keep warm based on whether it's a wood structure or a concrete structure. My house, I think, is concrete, even though inside of here it's all wood. I'm pretty sure that the building itself is concrete, so this gas heater can heat up a larger space. I think the wooden structure is a smaller space because I'm sure the heat just, you know, leaves the house because it's wooden. I think that's it. I mean, if you live in an apartment and you have an air conditioning unit with a heat setting, you can use that, but it's gonna cost a lot for your electricity. At least in my apartment, it costs a lot. I'm not sure how much this is gonna cost. I use it every day, basically every evening. I don't use it so much in the daytime because I get a lot of sunlight and that heats up the house. At night though, I use it every night. I keep it on for hours at a time, opening the windows every hour or so. And I'm kind of afraid of how much money it's gonna cost me. Hopefully not a lot of money. Hopefully. We'll see. But it kind of freaks Bingley. I don't think Bingley likes the smell of gas, so he stays away from it. He's in the bedroom now, just sleeping under the sunlight. You don't like the gas heater, do you? Which do you prefer? You don't know. I know. You're just a pretty cat. Oh, look at that pretty cat. So yeah, that was just a quick video about my gas heater. I had a friend ask me to make a video about it because she was like, I don't know what it is. What does it do? That's what it is. It's a heater that uses gas to heat your space. Heats it very well. I would highly recommend it if you have a gas outlet thinger in your house. If you don't, and you still want a gas heater, you're probably going to have to get the old school gas heater that you have to actually put gasoline into. I think it's gasoline. I'm pretty sure it's gasoline. I'd have to ask Shota because that was his job back at his mom's house, changing out the gas. So yeah, if you have any questions about how to keep your house warm, I might be able to provide a few more suggestions. As you can see, I'm wearing my scarf inside. I tend to do that in the winter just out of habit, but it's not actually that cold right now. It's quite sunny and warm today. But I love my gas heater. It's the best thing. The best thing I've bought for my winterizing. It's the best so far. So yeah, let me know if you need any more information, and I will have another video of much warmer, happier times coming up soon, probably. I have a lot of videos left over from other trips, so look forward to that. You can find me, I'm on the Twitter, I'm on the Instagrams. I do have a Tumblr, though it's not as active. I have a blog where actually I'm going to put links and information about where to buy stuff. I'm working on a blog post right now about apartment hunting. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna take forever to finish. But I'm gonna do that. So check out my blog for more information, and I will see you guys around. Bye.